that song is fantastic.
It's so much fun,
It's
isn't
so
it?
much fun. And you were giving me some of the meaning in the background. I don't know if you want to share with the audience.
Yeah,
but
sure.
It's fantastic.
This is Giorgio Gaber singing it. He also wrote the song, and I think he must be pretty famous for the song. It talks about, oh, I'm so depressed. It's a really bad day. I don't even care. I think I'll just shampoo my hair. And then he goes on, about the shampoo and the foam, and how the foam is like a big white mother that caresses your head when you're tired, sick. And then it goes on for a while, which shampoo should I choose? I mean, all these very mundane things, right? Should I take the yellow one that prevents dandruff, or should I do this one without the camphor? And, it's just very mundane things. And then he's talking about the foam again. He goes, oh, it's so pure and sacred and clean and honest, like democracy.
Wow.
So then we find out that this innocuous, lyric has a point that he's getting to, and he's just, when you see him on YouTube. You can find him, Giorgio Gaber, Gaber, and it's just like, your deadpan comedian face.
Okay.
And then, and so depressed. And then, so, I can't begin to try to follow in his footsteps, but I can be inspired by him and do it my way. It is. I think in a certain way you do have to be born with comic timing.
Absolutely.
My mother was always a great comedian. She was like the kitchen table comedian. So I think I must have gotten it from her. I've got that thing.
You do.
But you have to also know how to manage it, because it when it looks really easy, it's not.
Right. Absolutely.
But,
and this song, how are you going to make it funny? Because if you don't speak Italian, it's a very passionate. It's a blues song.
Exactly. Well, there's, the singing part, and then there's the spoken part in between the singing part. So I have determined that I'm going to do the spoken part in English.
Okay.
And what I really learned when I worked in Italy, was to really sort of go big on physical comedy. So this actually I've sort of taken with me through the years, and it's helped me to be an interpreter of songs in other languages, and to sort of, be a kind of communicating bridge to the audience, through those languages, by just sort of being very sort of physical with my performance, my gestures of my face, just sort of let it be physical. And that seems to help. And this Italian physicalness in comedy is very, very characteristic of what they do.
Oh, how fabulous.
So,
I can't wait.
So we're going to have a ball. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that, because I know it's easier said than done to be funny on stage. I mean, and I know on stage you have such charisma. But how did you choose these other musicians, and have you tested their funny meter? And
well, these other performers are people that are very well known in the San Francisco cabaret and music, community. Barry Lloyd, for example, he has done everything with everybody in every style, and he's just really a huge authority on this kind of music. He sings really funny, obscure Cole Porter songs, and he's singing a song called "The Unrequited Lovers March," for example, and April in Fairbanks. He does great research and has a fabulous comic timing. I mean, this is a guy who years and years ago already had a degree from ACT Theater School, the San Francisco Conservatory of Music, and a master's degree in Baroque harpsichord from there.
Okay.
So, the man has all the skills. He toured all over the world with Ruth Hastings and Craig Jessup many years ago, and did, great trio work with them. And then when I first met him, which was right around the year 2000, he was beginning to do his own solo work, and has since done solo shows, on many different American songwriters. And he just has this really particular penchant and ability and gift for being able to, make people laugh. He grew up in the theater. He was born in a trunk. He slept in the dressing room. His mother was an actress. I mean, it's like in his blood.
Such a skill, yeah.
It's in his blood.
Gonna be great.
And our other star performer, Terrence Flintstone, this is a performer who is as celebrated as a drag performer as he is also as a straight performer, and he's fantastic as a singer and actor in both realms. A really, really masterful performer, Joe Wicht, a.k.a. Terrence Flintstone. And I think many people have seen him, in productions here in San Francisco. So Scott Lacey and I are thrilled to be hosting these two in our inaugural year of this collaboration.
Oh, how exciting. So you have these shows at the Hotel Rex coming up November 14th, 15th, and 16th. And also tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's the Italian one, and in November we have the French one.
How very exciting.
Well, I'm really loving this association with Society Cabaret. There's a fabulous team of these 4 founders who have founded this cabaret together, and they're all working together, and they're just like the brain trust. They've got a fantastic general manager, fantastic marketing person, a fantastic artist liaison person, and so, it's great working with them.
Yeah, how fabulous.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be able to, first I have tomorrow night's event with Scott, and his colleagues and these other, comic performers, and then to be able to go in there with my own band as well. I'm, happy to be able to collaborate on both of those 2 levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so I'm really thrilled this time to have the opportunity to, sit down in this location with, my terrific band, all my folks, and to be able to perform in this really lovely cabaret room.
For 3 nights.
For 3 nights in a row. I'm so happy. Next month, I'm going to be performing with my band Twist, or
I love Twist.
A variation of Twist, our French variation, our French flavor, to debut a new French and English show right there at Society Cabaret as well.
Oh, how fabulous. So what have we queued up next?
So what we've got here is sort of like the quintessential French jazz song. It is Sous le ciel de Paris, which is Under Paris Skies. Great track from our 2008 CD, Lua Hadar with Twist, and it will definitely be part of our French show next month, C'est Magnifique.
Oh, fabulous. Here they are, Lua Hadar and Twist, right here on KPOO.
So we just heard a song about the city of Paris, and this is a song about the city of San Francisco.
Wonderful.
And it was written by a Frenchman 40 years ago, and his name is Maxime Le Forestier. And 2 years ago, he came back to San Francisco, 2011. So it was actually 42 years ago that he wrote the song. He came back for the 40th anniversary of the song. He wrote the song as kind of a thank you note to people who lived in a very special blue house right at the foot of Dolores Park, and the house is still there. Okay. And the French consulate collaborated with Maxime and his people 2 years ago to have it repainted blue because it had become green somehow over the years, or was it tan? I'm not sure. Okay. And so it was repainted blue, and the French consulate came and had a plaque put a plaque up there. We had a big ceremony, and it was so cool. And Maxime was here. He came with a documentary crew, and I met him.
Wow.
And I was so thrilled because I had been singing his song for 2 years. And to meet this really famous French pop star, I was like,
wow.
Overwhelmed.
Right.
And so
how cool.
We met with him, and Jason and I performed our version of San Francisco for him, because we do it in a much more funky way than he does. He does it more like a folk song. That's how he created it.
Okay.
And
how brave of you. That's very intimidating.
I know, I'm an idiot. This is how I feel about this music. I feel like I'm the entertainer in a black and white movie. You know, those movies that you saw when you were a kid, and there's, you know, palm trees and it's black and white, and, you know, everybody's chic.
Right, yes.
I want to be the chic girl on the floor, in the floor show in the black and white movie. Singing French, you know. So that's what we're going to do.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
And what are the dates of the 3 coming up?
Yeah, that is November 14th, 15th, and 16th. So it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
Oh, how fabulous. That's fabulous.
I got Jason Martineau at the piano. He's my music director. He's fantastic. Dave Mayaki is going to be our featured accordionist. And you just heard him on that cut. He's an unbelievable jazz accordion. And it's not so easy to find jazz accordion players.
I'm sure.
You know,
who are super cool.
Yeah. He started the band H.P. Lovecraft a million years ago.
Okay.
And has done everything in between. He also plays keyboard and piano, so he's a really terrific accordion player. Thrilled to have him on the gig. And we have Kelly Park on the drums, and Kelly also plays piano, so a lot of people know him as a pianist.
Okay.
And he used to have his own club in Alameda, so a lot of folks know Kelly Park through that. And he does a lot of stuff at the Savannah Jazz Club these days, and works with my dear friend Sean Ryan on the road in LA, and doing all kinds of America's Got Talent and all sorts of wild stuff. So Kelly is just a great personality, and I'm so happy to be able to have him on this show. And our stalwart, fabulous bass player, Dan Feisley, who plays acoustic and electric. So they're all going to be on the gig with me. And I'm going to be telling, like, you know, little French Connection stories, you know, how this song came into my life. And the one I recorded in 2005 is called It's About Time. 2008, the album Lua Hadar with Twist. That was our first one as an official band. And most recently, 2012, we released Like a Bridge, and we also released a DVD at that time, which actually just had its official, opening at Yoshi's.
And that DVD is really fun because it shows the process of making music.
Oh,
I love that.
Oh, thank you. I'm so
it's
glad
really
you like
interesting because you kind of feel like a fly on the wall watching this creative process. And it's really interesting and fun, and magic happens. And it's just fabulous, that DVD.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm obviously a big fan.
You're such a doll. You know, it's a mutual admiration society here, yeah.
I just want to say that you're an independent artist, and you do so much, and you do it all by yourself. And
oh, God, it's exhausting.
I bet.
You know.
I bet. But I just am always so impressed. People who haven't sold out to big labels, and I mean, that sort of makes it easier. And
well,
you really
no big label has wanted to buy me, don't worry.
Good. Tell them no. Keep them away.
I'm too weird.
Keep them away. Good. Stay weird. I love it. I love your talent and your charisma and everything. And
such a dear.
I just love it. And so everyone should support independent artists and your local and all of these good things that we love here at this station.
It's true. It's true. We are very like-minded.
Yeah. I like the journey you're on. It's very exciting.
It's a journey. What I would really like to do is find a way to get to Japan.
Okay.
Because we do have an invitation to perform there.
Oh, wow.
But what we'd like to do is really find the right combination to do a residency, a teaching residency, because all the Twist artists are teaching artists.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's, you know, they've got a lot of information and a lot of gift to give to others. So that's sort of the dream at this moment.
Okay, I like it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I can feel it. It's going to happen.
I feel it bubbling under the surface
yes.
as we speak. It's really a privilege to be able to be here with you and to
thank you.
and to know you and to share in the values that you and the station have been putting out there for years.
Thank you. And you are perfect for us, so please come back anytime.
You bet. That's right.
Here we are playing different music, creating different music, and it's important that...
We're playing wild stuff here.
We're weird.
That's right.
And thank God for it.